Yo, we live. You're now listening to Volume 92 of the Bucket Up Podcast. Here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka Ty Lante, aka your mama called me over to make some soup. And I'm here as always with the kid. JB was good.
Yo, what up? It's me, the kid JB. Could have been right last week, aka Mr. Told You So. Not because I'm always right, but when I'm right, shit, I told you so. Mr. Flight Anxiety, man. Welcome back. The Buckhead Boys have returned from Denver, where we will talk about and touch on our antics and the hilarity that ensued while we were out there, man. But I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be on the mic with my man in the flesh. So, yeah, bro, how was your weekend? How was your week? Welcome back to your routine.
Oh yeah, dude, it was fine. Coming back from Denver, definitely sucked. We didn't get into a win like midnight.
Getting into Denver sucked because we didn't get into what 4 a.m.
Right. But I figured that was a different story we would tell. But
Oh, it was. I was just touching on how much traveling sucks.
yeah. So just getting back late. I was tired as shit. The next day at work because I went to sleep at like 1:30. But then I ended up I had a half day. Took my half day did like a reverse half day on Tuesday where I just went in later so I can get in that sleep. And then I was pretty Gucci for the rest of the week. Uh, Caught a couple movies that we'll get into later. But yeah, how was your week?
My week was unique, and I try to stay positive and try to beat the scaries. Shout to the sponsors on the scaries, but nah. Beyond that, man, I don't know. It was definitely unique. I had some stuff that went down throughout the week that was weird and annoying, and definitely breaking my routine. But beyond that, yeah, like you said, man, getting back from Denver was tough. We didn't get until like midnight, so definitely catching up on sleep. Monday and Tuesday was rough.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to be in the gym and work on my physique because I go home, burn 2 weeks to
Hey.
to see my judgmental family. So I
You're gonna
gotta
be
be,
like, hey, you've been working out? Why
I,
would they care,
what I'm saying, I gotta be in top shape, bro.
Okay.
But
You
nah,
gotta be
so
in top shape to eat all the chopped cheeses and the
pizza
pizza.
slices, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I want to get my body prepped before I wreak havoc on it.
There you go.
So, nah, so week was whatever, gym, work, meal prep, boring life type stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, to get right into it, man, I had a weird ass interaction again with a stranger.
What happened, bro?
This time at the gym.
All right.
So this was Tuesday. Shouts to Taco Tuesday. It's usually a joyous day. People are nice, getting along, and so I have a T-shirt. I think you've seen it before. Shouts to the buckets out there. Anyone going through cancer or have a family member lost to cancer, we out here. We support cancer research, and we proudly say "fuck cancer." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Which I don't understand how anybody be against that.
Mm-hmm. So I have a T-shirt that doesn't really necessarily say "fuck cancer," but it implies it because it has the letters that say "fu," and next to it, it has the cancer symbol turned sideways to make it look like a C and a K. Looks
Mm-hmm.
like it, not quite it. Below it, it says cancer, and then right below that, it says the company that makes the shirt. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I've worn this shirt hundreds of times, got nothing but endless compliments on it, yada yada. It's a great shirt. I enjoy wearing it to the gym. It's a gym shirt. Tuesday, I wore it to the gym. I'm minding my own business. I got headphones from the airport, which we'll touch on, but I was
Mhm.
using those at the gym. So I was extra minding my own business. This guy approaches me, and usually when somebody approaches you at the gym while you're using a machine, your gut reaction is that person's probably asking you how many more sets you have left on that machine.
Right.
So I always come prepared to either answer the person or offer them if they want to join me if I just started. So I kind of just came with that energy and kind of looked at him and was ready to be like, "Oh, I have 2 sets left, or you can join me if you want." This man, who mind you, guys, has to be like, I'd have to say early 70s, literally just points to me and says, "Your shirt is inappropriate." And I was confused for a second because I genuinely didn't know what shirt I had on. And then I looked down. I was like, oh. And then I said, sir, all positively. I was like, sir, do you know what this shirt means? This is supporting cancer research. And he says, I don't care. That shirt is inappropriate.
So how old was this dude?
I don't know his exact age, but if I had to guess, like that's just the thing is my dad's about to be 65. Shouts to him. So I don't want to say like 60s or something like that, but like he looked like 70s.
Right, it had to be an old white dude. Like I'm sure that guy, after he said some shit, was in the locker room free balling. Type of shit he on.
Yeah. So then it doesn't end there. He said it takes a low IQ individual to wear a shirt like this in a place like this. And I said, sir, I'm wearing a gym shirt in the gym. And he said, I don't care. You're a low IQ individual.
Oh.
So at this point, I thought I was nice enough and I gave enough respect. And in my head, I had a lot of things like it kind of looked like a computer like algorithm just like scanning for responses.
Right.
And I was like, should I be nice? Should I be positive? And he didn't seem like he was acceptable of education. So it wasn't like I was going to like take the time to educate him. Right. So I kind of went off the hip a little bit. And I was just like, sir, fuck you. And he said, excuse me. I said, you're a piece of shit. Please leave.
Yeah. What?
And he said, his eyes blew up, bro. And he's like, I'm going to go tell management. I was like, please do, man. They're going to laugh at you.
All right.
And then he walked over to management. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go follow him. So I went and followed him and went to the front desk. And I was like, I got to hear this. And they were like, and he said it again. He's like, this man's shirt is inappropriate. And the people working kind of looked at me and saw my shirt and had no problem with it. And it was just like, well, sir, we can't tell him what to wear.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he said something like, his shirt's inappropriate. He has a low IQ. And I was like, sir, fuck you, man. You don't even know me.
Like, you can't keep saying that.
Yeah. And I wonder where you got this talking point from.
So we know where you got it from, bro.
Yeah, I know. So then they're just like, yeah, well, you can't tell, you guys please separate, we can't tell him what to dress, blah, blah, blah. And then he scurries off. So we thought he leaves the gym. And they're talking to me, trying to console me. They're like, I'm sorry, you don't have a right, or he doesn't have a right to tell you what to wear. And, he can't attack you like that. And, I'm just happy you just kept it, level-headed and stuff like that. And I was just trying to explain to him how wild it is that I was minding my business.
Nothing to do with homeboy.
And someone came over to me and told me that my shirt's inappropriate and I have a low IQ for wearing it. So I'm simply just reacting to his attack. And that was it. Like, I'm saying? Like, I didn't ask for any of this to happen.
Right.
So then I was like just chilling, waiting they were like trying to identify the guy to like talk to him the next day or whatever. And the girl was like working there, was like, if it makes you feel better, I get told that my clothes are inappropriate. I was like, when? And I was like, when, at work? She's like, no, just in general. I was like, well, all right, well, that doesn't make me feel better because like that makes no sense. All right, so thanks.
I mean, it does happen. So there you go.
But I'm not there to witness it. I don't know what the fuck. Like, what?
She was trying to find common ground, sir.
Yeah, but she threw the ball from way left field.
That's what hey, they be like, hey, I don't like that skirt. And it's like, nigga, I don't know you, okay? Like, what? Shut up.
Okay.
What happened to judging people from afar, Like,
right. Or inside your head.
Like, only way I come up to somebody if they shirt said something, if it's a white dude and they shirt said fuck niggas, then I'm like, hey, fam, no. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but there's so many options before you approach that guy. Like,
exactly. Like, if it was just, even if it was
remove yourself.
Exactly. Even if it was like a Confederate flag shirt, I would see it and in the back of my head be like, all right, fuck this dude, but whatever. I'm gonna just steer clear of him. You know what I mean? Keep an eye on him. Dude, he might come up behind me, but like I'm not about to come up to him like, yo, you got, first of all, that's some wild shit to be like, yo, you're a low IQ individual. Like, sir, what? You get stalled on for shit like that.
Dude, exactly.
Everybody's stupid.
on top of so many things, dude, it's like, bro, you being against the shirt that I have that says "fuck cancer" implies that you support cancer.
Like of all things, like I just see you be like, yo, I don't like that it says fuck, but at the same time, it's saying fuck cancer. So you can't even like how do you supposed to be like, yo, that's stupid. Like
Yeah,
that don't make any sense.
something that has a negative connotation towards a positive message is still a positive message.
Right.
Like if I wrote something that was like, "Yo, cigarettes are fucking lame," I'm not in the wrong.
Right.
Like maybe
Right.
it's a little brash, but what did he want me to have? A shirt that said "Cancer is unfortunate"?
Right, right. And again, it's not like you wearing it. I can see if you're wearing it at like school or you know what I mean at work, maybe they say something. Then I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the goddamn gym, like it ain't even like that's a place where there's mad kids. The
It's a,
fuck?
it's just so ridiculous, and I'm just so I was more put back beside on the fact that it's like, bro, you live in this world, this reality that if something bothers you, you feel it's appropriate to tell that person how much it's bothering you
Right.
instead of
Mind
changing
your fucking business.
that and changing your reality that you don't see my t-shirt.
Right.
Like that's crazy, man. To think that you're the voice of reason because think of it. We're in a public place at the gym. So if a dude's like, "Yo, that shirt's inappropriate," I'm like, "Says you." I bet you I can get more people to tell you otherwise, but I'm not trying to do all that. I don't need
Right,
to.
right.
Like who says you're the voice of this gym? I can
Right.
understand if I wore this in your house.
Exactly.
So it was just so wild,
But
man.
even then it's like, bro, mind your fucking business. Like, you know what I mean? Like
It's a
it,
shirt.
again, what happened to judging people from afar, bro? If you want to judge, you can't. Nobody can stop people from judging people.
Dude, the
But like,
funny yeah.
judge if you don't if you don't like the way I'm dressed or whoever, like that's cool. Keep that shit to yourself because I don't give a fuck. You know what I
So,
mean?
so the fun fact about all this, and then the story doesn't even end, is that I bought that shirt from a personal trainer at a gym.
That's funny.
So then I'm in the locker room, just kind of like blown away, and I'm like, man, kind of threw off my workout, and I'm like, man, fuck this dude. I'm kind of uptight now. Whatever. I'm on the phone talking to my girl, telling her like, what happened because I'm still in awe. And I'm, at this point talking a little cash money, and I'm just like, yo, this dude's a loser. He came up to me out of nowhere, like minded his business. Like, we live in this society where people call people snowflakes, and I think that's the biggest prime example of one. Like,
Yeah. All
they're
people most of the time people calling people snowflakes be offended easily as shit.
dude, that's why I've just been chilling on politics. Everyone's just hypocrites.
Right?
So then I'm just like, I'm like, this dude's a loser. Like, he probably lives a horrible life if like that is really like the highlight of his day. And then I just hear a voice go, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you right there. And it was the same dude. He was actually still in the locker room. And I was like, oh shit, he's actually right here.
Damn, you had to fight, old boy.
Nah. So then it was funny because I was like, sir, you're not gonna tell me how to dress and how I can talk on the phone. Like, get out of here. So then, like, he's still in the locker room, and I was like talking to Joel. I was like, "Yo, he's a fucking loser. He's probably gonna go snitch on me again." So then he walks out the locker room, and I go in the steam room and hot tub area, and then I'm just in the hot tub chilling, and then like the managers come back again,
Mm.
and they're like, "Hey, was there another altercation?" I was like, "Fellas, is this getting a little much at this point? Like, can we just rewind what everything happened? I'm working out as a customer, been here every day." Wearing a shirt
No
I've worn
problem.
thousands of times, doing my shit. A guy approaches me, tells me I have a low IQ, my shirt's inappropriate. Like, I'm just responding to his actions, so,
I'm telling my girlfriend on the phone what this idiot did, and that was the second altercation.
And then they like, all right, man, I know. We're just trying to make sure you don't fight the dude. And I was like, fight the dude on a Tuesday at the LA Fitness, man. What does that look like? Like, why would I do this, man? You got to understand, like, there's some rationale and logic applied on my end. I don't see any on his,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was Tuesday.
I will say it would have been hilarious for the story if you just started scrapping with old dude
No,
in LA
man.
Fitness on a Tuesday.
You know what, man? Because I hate to say it, but he looked like the type to have a gun on him
Oh yeah, dude. I
and
don't fuck around with these people here, man.
and shoot and quickly say something like he feared for his life. So
Yeah, bro. He'd have shot your ass. You know you got that thing on him.
right,
You don't know who got that thing on him here. That's why I don't be out here trying to start shit because I don't got that thing on me. you know?
right.
But
Yeah.
that's wild shit. Like crazy.
So yeah, man. Moral of the story is if you see someone wear a t-shirt that you don't like, fucking who cares, man? It's a
Right.
t-shirt. Like, as long as they're not all up in your face and trying to impose it on you. It's a big
Right.
world, man. You're gonna see shit you don't like. I saw people wear tank tops that said Hillary for prison, and she's the same woman I voted to be president. So like,
Right. I might see it and I'll judge you, but I'm not gonna
I'm not
go
gonna
and
say
like
shit to you. I don't care.
I'm
You
not
ever
gonna be
been to a
like, hey,
You ever been
are
to
they
sporting event, man? People wear plenty of shit that you don't like.
right? Or like you ever see like somebody got a wild bumper sticker and you're just like, that's fucked up. And I'm not about to pull up next to him and be like, hey, roll down your window. I got some shit to say to you.
I'm like, hey sir, I know this shirt that says F cancer offends you, but like about a year ago, these dudes were carrying tiki torches, chanting
Mm,
"Jews will not replace us."
right,
You think I need to go take everybody's tiki torch out of their lawn? Like,
right,
nah,
exactly,
fam. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, we'll get over it. We'll get through this together, fam.
right,
On top
right.
of everything, like, what if I was a cancer survivor, man? Like, how rude would that dude be?
You should. Obviously, you can't say that because it'd be fucked up. But if you were, that'd have been a fire comeback. Like, yeah, I wear this shirt because I survived cancer.
Like,
You'd have to just shut up. He'd just be like,
yeah. Like, dude,
Just look fucking
I have
stupid.
friends I have friends that have survived cancer. I've had family members I've lost to cancer.
Right.
Fortunately, and it's a fight. It's an ongoing fight, dude. So for me to do my part, the shirt that I bought, the proceeds went to cancer research. Like all of it's a positive, man. Like fuck you, man, sir, whatever your name is. Like I'm going back to that gym,
Yeah.
and I'm probably gonna buy more of the t-shirts and just whatever machine he's working out on, I'm gonna work out next to him.
Yeah, bro.
And
Positively low IQ though.
yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What a wild bar, bro. To hit somebody with low IQ individual. Like that sounds like something like a dumb person says to sound smart.
So it's like it's like, man, also that implies that like I made the shirt. It's like, fam, there's like thousands of people that wear that shirt.
You just can't have a shirt that says fuck, dude. Come on now.
Mm. Well, anyway, so yeah, that was Tuesday. Then rest of the week just been chilling. Shouts to HelloFresh, that funny meal prep delivery service, kind of.
Wait, hold on. We got a sponsor from them?
Well, no, it's a funny story. So not shouts like.
I'm like, wait, hold on.
Nah, I wasn't
What
really.
happened?
No, just shouts to them for having a funny interaction. You're supposed to cancel the app after your first free week or whatever, or first 50% off. But if you don't cancel in time, it just renews.
Oh yeah, that's like everything.
So we just got 3 new boxes just approach at the door.
That's
So,
the worst when you realize you forgot to cancel some shit.
yeah, but
Like,
it's but
fuck.
then like the dopamine of like receiving a little gift or package is there, so you're like, all right,
You didn't at the grocery shop.
yeah. So
There you go. But yeah, I guess we can get into some movie reviews. You saw some movie, or you want to talk about Denver?
yeah, man. Let's feel. First of all, shouts to the Buckets for hanging on to us. We definitely were gone for a week, but it was all for positivity. Yeah, the Buckethead boys, we're wheels up to Denver, man, for our first out of town trip and our
Mm-hmm.
first travel extravaganza. And of course, man, like I said, shouts to the sponsor, Sunday Scaries. They helped me with my flight anxiety with the gummies. We'll get you the link in the, what I'm saying, in the socials. But beyond that, how come, Ty, every time I talk about like flying anxiety and like some bullshit that pops up, something happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our flight got delayed 4 fucking times, man. Or 3 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Buckets. We were originally supposed to fly out Friday and get there like 10:30 at night. Fly out at like 7 from Arizona. But then while I'm at work at like 3 o'clock, I got a text from the airline saying that the flight was delayed till like 10 o'clock. So we weren't going to get into Denver till like 1 a.m. And I was like, man. So that kind of nuked our Friday night.
Yeah, but even then, I was like 10, whatever. It's cool. We'd be all right. Getting at midnight, maybe we could go, check out some shit real quick,
Right. So then we're chilling, and I get a text that it gets another. Or no, I'm saying, my bad. I'm chilling, and Ty's like, all right, well, I'm going to head to the airport. He gets to the airport. Then he texts me saying, like, what the fuck, man? Our flight's delayed another hour.
And like they didn't even send it. They didn't even send a notification. Like I got my boarding pass, and the chick got the boarding pass, and was like, "Hey, did you know about the flight delay?" And I was like, "Yeah, 10 o'clock." And she was like, "Oh no, the flight's 11 o'clock now." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, y'all just playing games now? You just choose when you want? Like, fuck.
Right?
Is the pilot just taking a nap and he just keeps hitting snooze or something?
No, bro. He was like, "I'm gonna take another hour. I'll be all right."
So then I was like, man, it's all right. Well, I'm going to get to the airport, and we link up, and luckily for the first time in a while, I didn't get randomly selected when I was going through the airport security. So that was pretty clutch.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, it does. So I'm happy it didn't happen this time. Didn't slow down my shit, even though I had plenty of time to kill. And then we're chilling at the airport, and we get the notification that the plane it's on his way, and we're like, "Oh shit, cool! We're about to get on this plane soon." But it's delayed another hour.
Right? And they told us 10 minutes before we thought we were about to board.
Right. So it was a very it was like when somebody cancel plans on you 10 minutes before you're about to step out, and you in your best outfit, man, and you're just like, damn, I was about to kill him.
Right. And
So
then on
yeah.
top of that, when the plane actually does get there, they make another announcement like, "Oh, yeah, the plane's here, but it's not at this terminal."
So we had to get up from our comfy seats and dip.
To the other side, and it's like, bro, what the fuck? They couldn't even figure out where to park.
And then I don't know. Hey, so no shouts to Frontier Airlines. Anybody knows that if you're flying them, it's kind of like a bus on in the air. And we sat on these seats that felt like folding chairs at a PTA meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And the tray tables were equivalent to like a lid on one of those like corner coffee garbage cans that just like you can fit like coffee cups in, and that's it.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine somebody putting an actual laptop on that.
Nothing.
The seats don't recline. We were talking about like, oh, this first class, and first class is literally just regular economy seats on every other flight.
And the only thing, yeah, the only thing separating them was just like a piece of tape that was just like, yeah, this is the first class line. And then on top of everything, man, like we were in the back of the plane, so usually you feel more turbulence, but to me, I feel like every little bump is exaggerated because I don't really like flying like that. But even Ty will admit, right when we got off the air, there was like a little twisted and turn that.
Oh yeah, we woke some chick up we were sitting next to. She was like, she didn't even know she was on the plane.
Yeah, that shit was wild. She's like, oh, I didn't think we boarded and stuff. It's like, girl,
You've been here for a whole 15 minutes.
Mm.
That shit it swerved in the air. I thought we were about to do a one of those like backflips, like them when the fucking fighter jets like spinning around in the air. They do the whole like turnover. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
And that was enough for me to reach in my bag and eat a couple more Xanaxes.
You're like, I'm gonna take another one.
Bro, I don't fuck with flying, and that's what I'm saying, man. But anyway, the plane should just go up, go, along the clouds or whatever, and then down, and that's it. That's all it should be. It should be a smooth ride every time. Anyway, so yeah, we landed at 4 a.m. and finally get into Denver. We take an Uber. It was about like 30 minutes from the airport. We get in. Shouts to my cousin. Shouts to Jake.
Yeah.
We got he let us in the apartment at like 5 a.m, which was I was glad because it was funny because throughout all the conversations we had leading up to the trip, I didn't have his address because he was planning on picking us up. So when the flight kept getting delayed, he didn't answer his phone. I was like, "Fuck, I don't even know how we're gonna get to his place."
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to tell you because you're gonna be like, "You don't have his address."
Oh yeah, dude, I would have spat. I kept asking you like, "Yo, we still good to get a ride?" You're like, "Yeah, we good." And as soon as we got down, you're like, "Yeah, we're gonna take an Uber." I was like, I mean, I don't blame him because it's late. But
Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna and then I was gonna make him drive like that at 4 in the morning.
right,
I wouldn't do it too, you know.
that's funny. I'd have been like, you don't even got this man's address. We in this place. We don't even know.
I
Like
mean,
you just tell the Uber driver, like, yo, just take us downtown, dog. We'll figure it out.
you're like, wait a minute, this is a hotel. I'm like, yeah, you got any reward points? So then, yeah, we finally get in, and yeah, shouts to the first ever bucket up sleepover, bro.
Hey,
We pretty much just got in, smoked some weed because it's legal in Colorado, like it should be,
mm,
and just fell asleep, and that was that.
there you go. And then, I mean, that wasn't the whole trip,
No,
but
no,
that was.
that was Friday. I was gonna say
But I
Saturday.
feel like everybody who knows about Frontier is like, yeah, that's Frontier every time. You know, shouts to Trav. Trav tried to tell me that he never has a problem on Frontier, but you kind of know what you're getting into,
Yeah, Trav is always that dude that's like, nah, man, he goes against the jokes. So,
right?
you know what I'm saying?
But you can't like hop on a Greyhound bus and just expect it not to be dirty. It just kind of is what it is, you know.
Yeah, it was trash, but whatever, man. Like flying used to be the good experience. Now it sucks. It used to be fun. Used to like look forward to it. Now it's like really a hassle.
Well, I mean, as Team Thick Boy, I already have problems with the flight because everything's like so condensed and shit. Like normal people aren't comfortable on planes, so imagine how like bigger people feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I was sit, I gotta sit on the aisle because like middle seat, I don't want to be like elbowing everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then, when I'm in the aisle, I'm always getting smacked by the flight attendant's ass or hip bone, just checking me the whole time.
Mm.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what flight I was on. I think it was me and Katie. I think we were going home, and like the flight attendant, like I was trying to sleep, and her ass slapped me like 3 times. I'm like, God damn, man.
You're playing games. Oh, hey, speaking of flight attendants, I got smoked myself. I don't like, I usually don't drink, but when I'm on a plane, bro, I like to get drunk because that kind of levels out my anxiety as well.
I don't because that shit's overpriced. But yeah,
It's very expensive. You're right, but you can't really sneak shit on like that, so it's
right,
hard.
right, right.
So, uh, I was asking for the 2 of those little shooter bottles, and I was just gonna chug them real quick with Diet Coke as a chaser. And the lady went to go hand me a cup, and I said, "No cup, no thank you." And she said, "Well, you can't take the bottles with you." And I said, "I know, but what do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, you can't, you can't take those off the plane." I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna drink them now and use this as a chaser."
Right, yeah, I had to explain that. He was like, I think he was gonna just drink them, like,
And
and
sh
then chase after
and she goes, "Well, you're a weird one."
him.
I was like, "Listen, lady, I don't. It's too late for the smoke. Okay, we just went through
Like,
4
bro,
flight delays. Just give me the bottles, all right?"
like, yo, just swipe my card, man.
Yeah, like I'm not like I even looked at Ty. Like this is the type of shit I get into. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't know. I don't know why this happened to you. Just try, like it wasn't normal. Like I was thrown because you did. In her defense, this is where it's like there's 3 sides to every story. Whatever the hell. You did ask you like, let me get a rum and coke, and so I thought, and I'm sure she thought too, that you were ordering like the drink rum and coke. You know what I mean? But because it's on the airplane, you know what I'm saying? They just give you like the tools to make it instead of just making the rum and coke for you.
that's fine. But
Right.
also
But
I
then you shoot away the cup, and that's when she's like, "Wait, what?"
okay,
Just
that's
confused.
fine if she was making it for me though. But the fact that she'd be handing me those items regardless, I think
Right,
me just saying rum and coke was easier than explaining. Can I have the 2 bottles and the coke? Don't
right.
bring me the cup. Like it was shortened and expressed on my end
No,
all
no,
around.
I get it. I get it on both sides. I just to see where the confusion came at first, but I don't know why she went to the whole "you're a weird one." Like, people take shots of alcohol literally all the time.
Yeah, too many
That's
shots
literally what those
sometimes.
bottles are for.
Yeah. So people give me the smoke, Ty. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah,
regardless, they out here give me the smoke. So yeah. So then
right.
Saturday we woke
Smoke
up.
energy. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess Saturday we woke up on short rest, obviously. And shout out to Lance Mijares and Turned Up TV, Colorado's #1 show.
Brr, brr, brr.
They had us in on a lovely Saturday. We brought it down. We walked amongst all these other dogs because there was a dog festival going on, which was,
Mm.
speaking. It's like the Colorado gods knew we were coming. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're in. We do the interview, which is an awesome interview. If you haven't seen it yet, it's all over our socials. So please check it out.
Right.
And then after that, man, we got some food at a local spot called Sam's Number 3, and Ty can
Which
talk
was
about.
fire.
Well, yeah. What food did you get again? Oh, the
I don't even.
burrito.
I got some crazy burrito that was like green chili, which is like what Colorado's food that they're known for. I think them in New Mexico got a little feud thing going because they both do a green chili, but I never had. I don't know if I've been to New Mexico. I never had a green chili, but it was green chili, mac and cheese, chorizo in there, tater tots, and this big ass burrito. And I'm like, oh my god, they couldn't even wrap it all the way. That's how big it was. Shouts to the waitress. She was mad cool. We were talking about how I couldn't nail down where she was from because she sounded hood. She was a white girl. She looked kind of hipster. She sounded like she was hood, like a little hood, also a little southern, a little bit of Rhode Island in that bitch. I ain't even know where, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't place it, but she was from Cincinnati, so
Yeah. Wild card.
we're random as hell. But that place was fine. The menu's like what, 7, 8 pages long,
Something
but it's
like
not
that.
it's not trash like the Cheesecake Factory where they got 20-page menu where everything's mediocre.
Right.
Right. So everything was fire. What did you end up? You got a cinnamon bun, I know that for sure. They had some good coffee selections.
Yeah, giant cinnamon bun
Yeah,
with ice
bro.
cream on it. Yeah, and then I had a chicken sandwich that was
Oof.
dipped in hot sauce. And the funny part was, then Lance was like, "Yo, my parking meter's running out, so I'm gonna go dip." And we're like, "All right, cool," And we thought that he paid his own part. And then when the waitress came back, they came back with the total, and his food was still on it. And we're like, "Yo, did he just dip on us?" But then it was corrected, and he did pay for his part. So shouts to Lance because we were about to jump him when we saw him again.
I was like, "Hey, bro, you dipped out on the bill, fam?" I'm like, damn.
Yeah. We came all the way to Colorado for you to get some cheese curds on us.
Just dip on us with some cheese curds. But yeah, no, that was cool. The food was cool. We didn't hit up as many breweries as I would have liked. I'm out to beer, but we hit up a couple places.
Went to a mini brewery.
The mini brewery. We got some sushi out there, which is random because I don't know why we'd assume their sushi would be better. But
Yeah, I don't know, but it wasn't even that good either. So I apologize for that.
He just wanted the sushi. The art in the city was amazing. I liked how they did everything. The graffiti looked like everybody commissioned it, so it was like really, really nice and preserved.
The weather itself kind of felt like Arizona, like just kind of mountainous and like not dry. It was dry. Like I didn't really feel humidity.
Yeah, it wasn't very humid. It got hot I think Sunday it was pretty hot.
It rained really heavy on Saturday, which was really cool because it hasn't rained a lot in Arizona.
We banged out the interview, which I'm not sure when the podcast will or won't drop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did an interview and a podcast.
So hopefully we'll link y'all to that. But yeah, we did that. Then we went to open mic night
as special guest MCs. Man, shouts to Lance. He kind of had us on, which was funny. He kept throwing the mic in our face whenever we were off guard.
Yeah, like I'm out here eating edamame and he pops up. I'm like,
I'm like, yeah, buck it up, fam.
It was cool though. We got a shout to him, man, because we got a pretty big chair the first time. He shouted us out, and I'm sure nobody knew exactly who we were at first, but they were showing love, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I will say it was enough people to make me kind of feel like, oh, that was cool. I want that again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so shouts to everyone that turned up. There's some great artists. Shouts to Cisco the Nomad. Shouts to Graybeard. Shouts to JR Tycoon.
Yeah,
they were doing their thing, man.
Shouts to Money. She didn't rap, but she was chilling with us the whole time, and you know what I'm saying, she was hanging out while we were enjoying the show. She seemed pretty cool.
We were at a sushi spot that open mic night was at, and they started serving edamame around, so that was fire. I was going around networking, meeting people. So it was cool to be in the building, man. Everyone was all love. I usually don't drink, but I was having some beers left and right. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But yeah, it was all fire, man. There were some great artists, not so some not so great artists, but that's the beauty of open mic nights, man. What,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever been to one before, bro? Like comedy or anything like that before?
Nah, comedy was probably crazy. I would like to go to one of those.
Oh, you haven't
So,
been to one?
I never been to I've been in comedy shows. I've never been to a comedy open mic.
Those are wild because you never know what you're gonna get, you know?
You might get some real trash, and then you're like, whoa, oof. But
How
then,
else? Yeah.
I think I may have been to like, like one that was kind of more like indie rock or something. Like I've been like in Rochester, where I'm from. There'd be like a downtown thing, and they'd have like bands and shit like come and jam out. And I think I've been to like it like that, but nothing like this thorough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I've been to a couple where people just like sign up on the spot. They're not even like
That's crazy.
pre-checked, and there was I went to a place that it was an open mic night, comedian night, but it was also a wing spot. So like, half the audience was there just to enjoy food, and the other half was kind of there for the wing spot. Or, I'm
Right.
sorry, for the open mic night.
That's crazy.
So me and my boy Patty were there just for the wings, right? And for some reason, there was this comedian on stage that just kept bombing, and first he just kept using me as a reference point, trying to heckle me.
Oh, but you weren't like doing anything to him. He just like did it
Nah.
out of nowhere.
So he was just like, "Yeah, so then I was like the guy in the blue in the back, you know?" And I would turn around and be like, "Bro, I'm eating wings. Like pick somebody else, you know?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, so then the guy in the blue was like over there." And I was like, "Fam, again, pick somebody else."
Funny.
Like, so just as much as there's people that heckle the crowd, there's some comedians that face palm and then they start heckling.
Yeah, to try to get off on somebody in the front. So I'm like, I don't know if I could ever be at a comedy show and sit right in the front, because they do be picking. Sometimes they're facing them like, and they just start asking them questions, and they'll try to get a joke off to get their rhythm back.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm
So
like, nope.
yeah, so then at the end of the open mic, man, there was some people that were like, dying to get on stage in Denver, and some of them were, you could tell they were, they were they had a lot of work to do. We're not here to judge because I don't think I could rap in front of people.
No, and freestyling's hard, so I can't be like, judging too much. But I'm like, bro, don't if you can't really freestyle, don't come to the open mic night and try
Yeah.
to freestyle, bro. Like it's just not about to work out.
So then it was funny because some people sadly were, waited to the end, and usually at the end of an open mic night, people trail off and leave.
Mm-hmm.
So there were some dudes that were just like rapping in front of like two people, and it's like you don't want to be rude and like go away, So you
Right.
kind of just sit there and watch, but oh well, you give them enough credit for trying it out. They deserve enough, they deserve some sort of recognition for at least writing the songs and
Right.
performing them at any level.
Right.
So shouts to all them that went on and put on a show for us, and yeah, it was cool to be in the building. And shouts to Lance for having us. And then after the event, we went and got some more diner food. Brum, brum, brum.
We got more green chili.
Yeah, we got green
Warmed up.
chili soup. That was cool.
Yeah. So it was cool. It's popping downtown. We were on our way back from the diner, and it was like so many people out. Granted, I guess there was some EDM festival happening that weekend. So
I never went down because it rained.
yeah, it rained and 2 stages collapsed. I'm like, bro, what are the stages made out of? Paper mache? Like, how the fuck? Like, how the fuck you mean? What do you mean a stage collapse, bro?
Like they didn't prepare for rain. They were just like, "Oh shit, we forgot that could happen."
Right? Isn't EDM like this shit where it's like everybody's jumping up and down? Like they didn't have strong stages.
Oh, and I heard that the whole that the what's that called? The rave hood, the ravey hood, the rave hood.
Oh yeah, the scarf. Yeah, I heard about this scarf.
I heard it got debunked though. I heard the scarf, the people that are doing that are culture vultures, and the main reason there was the scarf was because it was originated at Coachella because there's mad dirt and rocks, so people put it around their mouth so they wouldn't breathe in the dirt and rocks. And now the EDM people are trying to take it and just say it's theirs. Whoa.
I guess we gotta start from the front. So I was somewhere, at somebody's house chilling. And people, it was like it's one of those places where, like some people have those houses where mad people come over out of the blue and not everybody knows each other, but y'all there. You know what I'm saying?
It used to happen to me a lot.
Right. So like,
yeah.
I'm chilling, and all these people come over and they're dressed wild because they're going to a rave later. And I was with the homies, the friends, and a lot of people would come in. They had these long scarves. They looked like they were like Arabic in nature, like how they were made and shit. And we're like, "Yo, what's up with the scarves?" And they were like, "Oh, it's for raves and doing Molly because apparently they're like when they do the Molly, they want to use the scarf. They can like hide their face or put it over their head to kind of feel safe at certain points at the rave." And so when I saw somebody on the plane with the scarf, I was like, "Oh, you got one of those rave Molly scarves?" And I'm telling Jesse, and he's like, "What?" And so now, who told you that they basically gentrified it?
My roommate that goes to some of those events.
So he's a Coachella head, and he was like, "Nah, they posers, bro."
Yeah, I think he's not a Coachella head. I think he also is from a distance, but he has friends that are Coachella heads, and that was like,
Mm.
that's kind of what the intel was.
The thing that's funny to me though is like everybody at Coachella is culture vultures.
Oh, dude, for sure. I'm not with any of it. You show up, you have to have a bandana and stuff. Like,
Right.
I don't.
There's some new trend every year at Coachella that somebody stole from somebody else. Everybody's also at this point, like there was a point in time where Coachella was like actually just cool, and like even though I would say the acts have gotten better, it's just become a different thing. But it was like indie bands and people went to actually have fun with their weird white people shit, chilling in yurts and whatnot and doing drugs or whatever the hell. But
Right.
like now it's definitely more so people going to flex on people. That's what it is. And like you're going to flex with your parents paying for your ticket.
Yeah. Thanks for saying
Or your
that.
own payment plans.
Yeah,
You know
you're
what I mean?
you're
Like
putting your whole life online for a weekend in India, California.
I don't even want to. I'm not gonna put somebody specifically on blast, like name them out. But I know of somebody I used to work with who went to Coachella like right after she like quit our job, and then she put it on Instagram that that she got fired from her other job for going to Coachella because she already had tickets. And I'm like, bro, that's wild. Like, and it's like, bro, why would you even be wasting the money to go
Yeah.
if you were broke? But you got the payment plans. I feel like if you payment plan in anything that's supposed to be like recreational, you probably doing your life wrong.
Right. If that's 1,000% right. If you can't afford it and you have to pay monthly for it, like unless it's something that you can use every day, like a car or something, like
Yeah.
nah, it's not worth it, G.
Right. Like, oh, I got this year pass to Disneyland. I'm paying payments on
Yeah.
it.
Like
Like, dog, I
the
don't know if
amount of
you maybe you could have just went a couple times, bro. You ain't have to do all that.
the amount of money you could put towards that is the effort you could be towards building a brand and be one of the celebrities that then headline at Coachella. Whoa.
Oh yeah, or it makes money like because all them influencers probably make money just being there, and then they can just do the fucking ads that they get all their money from, so they make their money back.
Right. So that was Saturday night in Denver. Nah. So yeah, so Saturday night in Denver was lit. And then Sunday was rather chill, man. We woke slept in a little bit, woke up. We met up with Lance one more time and you guys got to go to this like little mini brewery.
Mhm.
Got a couple of beers. Then we went back towards Rhino, which was the art district where my cousin lived. And we just kind of kicked it some more in his chill apartment. Um, we got some ice cream, motherfucking ice cream. What else?
Try the mid sushi,
Yeah, we got some mid 6 out of 10 sushi, and,
chilling, riding around in the Raptor.
and then it was enough time just to get back to the airport. And luckily, knock on wood, our flight was not delayed.
I mean, it was, but it wasn't. Like it was there, but then apparently there was somebody stuck in a spot, so it took a little bit to board, but it was cool.
Right. I mean, I think by now, if you ever take it from us, if you're ever going on a plane, it's never gonna be on time. Like
No, yeah,
literally never. Like
yeah,
never.
right. That's why I like sometimes when your layover is like super quick, it's like an hour, and people like Katie would be with me, and she can't help it because she got anxiety, but she'd be stressing out about like the layover. I'm like, we'll probably be fine. These shits never take off on time,
Yeah, they never do. Yeah.
and they wait for you. Yeah, we had somebody wait. We had to wait for it too. They were calling out their name. They do the whole head count shit. Like they don't really be leaving people that often.
Right.
You got to be dumb late.
Like Home Alone running to the gate late.
Yeah. um, but yeah, so that was all cool. We got back. I was able to see some movies. You see any movies?
Well, I got to see Lion King last night, and I kind of dragged Joelle to see it because she's not into those type movies. She thinks they make her sad, and I just, I was looking forward to it. I thought the voiceover actors or the actors were going to be really cool to play the voices.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, John Oliver did a really good job with Zazu. He was really funny.
You didn't like Timon and Pumbaa?
Pumbaa was hilarious with Seth Rogen. I don't even know the actor that played Timon.
Yeah, Billy Eichner. I thought they were both good.
Okay, they both were good. They were really funny. And I have a bitch ass uncle like Scar anyway. So I mean, the movie is kind of relatable on all facets.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it was kind of whack because the animals didn't really match up to the singing,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of just looked like Animal Planet with like voices in the background.
I can see that.
But yeah,
You see the Jungle Book? Did you feel the same way about the Jungle Book?
I didn't see the Jungle Book. I love the original, obviously.
Mm.
But it was funny about like I agreed with you somewhat about you saying that Scar didn't really have much of a plan.
Nah, he just was kind of just like, hey,
I'm gonna get it by default.
But you kind of think he was winging it the whole time because he was just like, oh, I'm gonna send the prince over there see if the hyenas might kill him, and then they didn't because Mufasa showed up. He was like, hey, I sent those kids your way. I couldn't eat them kids, and they're like, why won't we just eat you? And he's like, yo, you already had this shit set up with them already. Like, you know what I'm saying? But and then he convinced them, but he didn't have any plan in motion. They ended up just fucking up the whole like desert region that they all lived in, or the savannah. What would you call it? I guess you would call it in Africa.
The Pride Lands or whatever.
Pride Land. Yeah, they fucked that. They had that shit barren as shit, and like how long it take a lion to grow? You think like 2-3 years?
Yeah, probably something like that.
All right. So 2-3 years, they ate all the goddamn food.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I think it was kind of cool that he linked up with the hyenas and was like, "Yo, if I could rule, I'll let y'all you guys rock too."
Right.
Kind of enslave the lions or whatever. But I don't know. The acting was kind of like Simba was kind of a bitch, to be real. He was just like, "Nah, I can't go back."
That's how he is in the original. Everything was like beat for beat the same. That was
yeah. You accepted though in the regular because he like you see him as a little kid. Like in this, you're like, "Yo, this dude's a real lion."
And you're just chilling. But like, I mean, you think about it like this though. If it was an actual lion that was basically never really ate meat like that since he was a kid, like he just out here chilling with the other animals, not even doing lion shit. You know what I'm saying? Eating bugs and shit. Like, yeah, he's gonna be a little, he don't want to smoke as much,
Yeah, I mean,
He's been chilling for a minute.
Nature over nurture, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, fuck Scar, man, you bitch. Yeah, like he's just like, oh, I'm jealous, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit's whack. I'm gonna kill my brother, type shit. But nah, it wasn't good, man.
So what was your main problem? It just wasn't just like they couldn't emote, because I think that's what a lot of people felt like, they couldn't emote the animals.
Yeah, and like I was trying to have I was having a struggle with myself about like how mad I was about how many kids were in the theater, and I was like, I get it that like it's for the kids because it's Lion King, but then at the same time, I'm like, they do try to appeal it so much to the adults. Like, oh, look how many actors we have. Like the kids don't know about that,
right?
And then also the adults are there for the nostalgia. So I'm kind of like, man, there should be like a separate like kids room for the kids to watch it, and the adults can watch it. And like
every time I see a kids movie, I say to Katie, I'm like, I hear some kid wild out, and I'm like, who brings their kids to the movies?
Right.
In the middle of fucking Incredibles 2. You know what I mean? But it's like, I get it. It's for the kids.
Sure.
It's like they try to do the dual. It's like with Toy Story 4. They're doing the dual thing. Like they want the people who are nostalgic, but they also want the people who want to introduce the kids to these characters.
Yeah, that's fine. But it wasn't that good though. And I was like, all right, so the next time they remaster something like this, I'm just gonna wait till it's on DVD or whatever. Or Netflix.
There you go. I was talking about it yesterday with Trav, but I was saying like I feel like they were kind of. It's weird to say that they're in like a damn if you do, damn if you don't kind of situation with these remakes, because either they remake them and they're like exactly the same as the animated movies. And the complaint that people are gonna give them is, oh, it was literally exactly the same. Like there was no point, just beat for beat. It was just kind of there. Or if they change shit, people gonna get mad that they took out parts of the original that they loved. Like so with Mulan, they're not doing Mushu, and they're not gonna do Shang. So I already heard people complaining about not having Mushu in the live action one, and I'm like, well, I'm actually excited for that one because at least it'll be different than the actual like movie that I already saw as a kid. You know what I mean? Like I want to see it in a different way, but people are gonna complain about that, and so it's like Disney can't really win completely with both of them. But at the same time, literally all of these remakes, like Aladdin made $1 billion, this Lion King's about to make $1 billion. All these movies are about to make money, so it literally does not matter.
Right. So I mean, our opinions don't matter. Just like
Because people are gonna go see them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they got my money. You know.
yeah, they got my money. They got a lot of other people's money just to see, even if it like, even though it didn't even get that much praise, like it just people are still like, fuck it, I'm going to see it because a lot of times that don't even be matter.
Right. So whatever. It was cool. I mean, there was some part like Pumbaa was really funny. Like Seth Rogen was really funny. Perfect voiceover for that. I thought the Hakuna Matata was part funny when he was like, "Oh, there's no worries, you know, Hakuna Matata." But
Yeah,
that was it. But
don't
yeah.
worry about you.
What about you?
Yeah, like it's cool. Like I thought it was just there. That's where I was on it. I didn't like Beyonce's voice in it a little bit. The
Yeah.
singing was cool. Donald, I love Donald. I'm a Donald Glover fan, even though I'd be mad at him for not making actual music. His voice acting is fine. His singing obviously is not up to par with Beyonce because that just is what it is. But the album that they dropped, the Beyonce one that went along with the movie, was fire for sure.
The soundtrack or whatever.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. It was like how Kendrick did like music inspired by Black Panther. It was basically that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and that was cool. Had a lot of features, some good songs on there. But yeah, it was like I said, it was just there, and that's how I figured it was gonna be once all the reviews came out and they said they couldn't emote. And I'm like, they just did the same thing, and that's cool because they're gonna still make money. So it's whatever. Other people enjoyed it a lot. I figured it was like if you really liked Aladdin, you're gonna like this movie too. And when I saw Aladdin, I was like, yeah, this is cool. And so watching Lion King, I was like, yeah, this is cool. And that's pretty much where I'm at on those.
Did they add to the script at all, or is it the same words and everything?
Are we talking Lion King or Aladdin?
Lion King.
No, I don't think they really changed anything.
Huh.
And Aladdin, they added like one song, one part, and that part they added felt a little weird. So,
did you see any movies?
Yeah, I saw a couple. Before this weekend, me and Katie went to the movie Tuesday. I think, yeah, because I had the half day. We saw the movie Crawl. You know what movie that is?
No.
So Crawl is this movie where this girl is on the Florida swimming team, and her family is in Florida. And she finds out that there's a hurricane, Category 5 hurricane coming their way, but everybody thought that it was gonna miss them, so they didn't evacuate. But her sister calls her or whatever, and tells her that she can't get a hold of their dad. And she's like, "Oh, I guess I don't know. I guess I'm not trying to give away too much of the movie, but I guess her and her dad relationship was a little strained or something like that. But she wanted to go check on her dad, and pretty much what happens is her dad was in the basement of their like house that they were trying to sell, and he got attacked by an alligator, which is something that can happen in Florida because Florida is wild.
Yeah, WTF stands for what the Florida.
Yeah, and that happened. She finds him in the basement, but there's gators there. And then while obviously the hurricane, exacerbates the situation because now the house is starting to flood with the fucking alligators, and it's basically like them trying to get out. So I've tried to. So I'm impressed. I actually really enjoyed the movie. Katie thought it was gonna be stupid, and then when we saw it, she was like, "That was actually a really good movie." So a lot of people say like it's such a stupid. People were trying to tell me it was a stupid concept, but I'm like, it's Florida. hurricanes literally hit them all the time. There's one that hit them last year.
So do alligators.
And 2, alligators live there. Like, this is an actual thing. People, they're like, why wouldn't they just evacuate? And it's like, people don't evacuate literally all the time because 1, they get looted, and 2, a lot of times they feel like they can ride it out. You know what I mean? Me personally, obviously, I'd fucking evacuate.
I just wouldn't live somewhere where there's hurricanes.
Yeah, I would never live in Florida. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I live somewhere where it's I wouldn't probably want to fuck anywhere it's hurricane. But even then, if I did, and it was like, because I would think, you know how Sandy hit New Jersey. A lot of people don't think of New Jersey as a place that's about to get smacked by a hurricane. So like, if it comes, I'm dipping. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people. Some people can't afford to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so to me, I'm like, it's a little crazy, but at the same time, I can see this literally happening in Florida. We could easily get a news report that somebody was in a hurricane and got eaten by an alligator, right?
Yeah.
You can see that happening. So I'm like, that premise made sense to me. And it was like, you know, the people now in this movie, they getting fucked up by these alligators. I'm not gonna front to you. They are getting fucked up.
I gotta watch. I gotta watch that.
I feel like it'd probably be a good movie for you to watch high. And like, yo, these people really like they avoiding them sometimes, but they motherfuckers getting fucked up by these alligators.
Man, that'd be a bad way to go out, bro. If an alligator ate me, I want him to eat my like head first or some shit.
But that's the thing that sucks too, because it's like the alligators weren't really like it's like how sharks are when they attack humans. They don't normally eat humans, so I don't even think we taste good to them. But it's like an instinctual thing to hunt in the water. You know what I mean? So if they feel you or they hear you in the water, they're gonna hunt you.
Yeah, they break. Don't they like break all your bones so you drown and then they fucking eat you?
I don't know, but either way, they like taste you first, and a lot of times they don't even really want to eat you, but the hunting is instinctual, so they're just biting, and then once they taste it, they're like, oh, okay, then they dip. But like they're not like that smart, so they're gonna keep hunting. You know what I mean?
Same with the logic of like, remember they were saying about herbivores and carnivores and dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Like an herbivore dinosaur would still eat meat, they just wouldn't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Like by the time they were done eating it, they would just be like, all right, I didn't like that. They'd still eat everything in sight.
Right, exactly. So, that's pretty much what it was. They're in the water, the alligators are there, so they get attacked by them, and I mean, it just goes through them going to the house. There's a dog in the movie that was giving me mad anxiety. I'm like, if this fucking dog dies, but yeah, no, it was a good movie. Definitely a surprise. I don't think it made a shit ton at the box office, but definitely check it out. If you ever seen the movie Don't Breathe, I think it's the same director. So I don't know if for whoever fuck with movies like that, definitely check it out. It's definitely better than like the other movies that are like animal related, like fucking Anaconda, or what's another movie where there's a bunch of like where people die from animals. 8-Legged Freaks was stupid.
Deep Blue Sea with the sharks.
Yeah, I always think of Samuel L. Jackson like
Snakes on a plane.
Blue Sea, a shark ate me. A motherfucking shark ate me.
Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
Not Deep Blue Sea. What was it called? 8 Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane, which is also a dumb premise, but you just like it because of Samuel. Jaws is the original, I guess. People like those, even though they look absurd now.
All right.
But yeah, no, it was good.
Planet of the Apes, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of the sci-fi though, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would say it's up there. It's a high. It's probably up there with Jaws, I guess, in terms of being good. But I mean, it's not gonna get the same reverence because like people don't fuck with those movies like that anymore. But I'm like I like the shit that is like scary and suspenseful and that could actually happen. The other movie that I saw, did you see any other movies or no? You just saw Lion King.
Just Lion King, and then yeah, Stuber was the last one we talked about. That one sucked though.
Yeah. So I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the ninth film from Quentin Tarantino, which is a big deal, I guess, because he said he was only going to make 10 films and then retire.
Oh, I didn't know that was out already.
Yeah, it came out this weekend. I saw it Thursday. I don't want to spoil anything because that's literally a big part of the movie, which sounds dumb for a movie that's pretty much based on something in the past, right?
Right. It's like, don't tell me what happened in Titanic.
But so the movie is supposed to be about The movie's about basically the Maryland, not the Maryland Manson. That's funny. The Manson, what's his name? Charles Manson murder, like his cult and stuff like that, is a part of the movie. And then has Sharon Tate, who was famously murdered in the '70s, or I guess this is it '69, I think it was, murdered by that cult when she was pregnant. Um, so like they're in the movie, but the bulk of the movie is about Leonardo DiCaprio's character, who's basically an actor who's kind of becoming a has been. Like he's seeing his movie career kind of go down the drain, and he's trying to like grasp at getting it back. And then his stuntman's with him, who's played by Brad Pitt, and it kind of goes through most of the movie is literally going through that, and then you got to think about. Do you fuck with Quentin Tarantino?
I thought Pulp Fiction was cool.
You didn't see anything else like Django and Glorious Bastards?
I saw both of those. Yeah, they're all right. I mean, they're not. I'm not like dying to see them. I don't know.
I fuck with Django heavy. I'm a big Quentin Tarantino. I like Kill Bill, Kill Bill 2. But he obviously the shit with him is, one, he's like a film snob, so he like shoots everything in 35 millimeter film, which is crazy. If anybody knows about editing, like it's super hard to edit with actual film because you got to like make the cuts on the film to edit the scenes, and it's like, you sure this is where you want to make that cut, my guy? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't put that shit back together. Um, so like he does it like because he's a super purist, I guess. But also like the way that he shoots like violence is cartoonish in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you've seen Inglorious Bastards and like how in the movie it's based on World War II, but like not really, like because obviously they swerve on a lot of the shit. That's pretty much like that's the theme of a lot of his movies. It's like alternate history. So I mean, I would think that's like kind of a part of what this shit is. I didn't go back. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was good, and I like the way that they did this story because I think it didn't like shine a light on Charles Manson. Like I feel like recently in our culture we've been very weirdly obsessed with serial killers and like giving them shine. Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck did we need a Ted Bundy movie? You know what I mean? We didn't need that shit.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I don't care about those people. I don't need to hear more about them. That's why these people do those crazy things. And that's like incentivizing other crazy people to do crazy shit so they can become infamous. You know what I mean?
Right. That's why I was saying with the people that are hateful on like politics and shit, and they get nothing but like clout on the internet. I'm like, dude, why are
Right.
we picking these people up?
Exactly. So I enjoyed the way that he did it. I thought the movie was pretty good. I would definitely check it out, and I give Crawl 4 out of 5 bucket hats, and then I'll give Once Upon a Time in Hollywood like 4.5 out of 5 bucket hats. I don't know where I'd rank it in my Quentin Tarantino movies, probably somewhere in the middle. Definitely better than Hateful Eight, but like not as good as Kill Bill 1 and 2 to me, or Pulp Fiction or Django. But it's a solid movie. All the movies are pretty decent. So I'm wondering what he's gonna do for his 10th one and then retiring or whatever. Although I heard I like the joke that he likes just like shoehorning the N word in movies, which is like problematic but like funny on the internet. But
Yeah.
there was no N word in this movie, so there you go.
Well, because the main characters are what,
No,
Leo.
yeah, right, exactly. But hey, Leo was saying that shit in Yango, but it made sense, obviously.
Right. It was a little different, but yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what the next movie will be that I want to see. I'm excited for TV shows to come out. I know you're off of it, but I'm excited for Power to come back. Excited for BoJack Horseman to come back.
I gotta catch up on a lot of shows before because we about to hit that season. September is when we hit the season of everything flooding back, and then I'm like, oh shit, I ain't even catch up on these. I'm not caught up on Handmaid's Tale. I haven't finished Big Little Lies. Like I'm only caught up on Euphoria right now.
Yeah, which comes out a new episode tonight too. So shouts to that.
We could have been doing recaps of that, but
That's a little much. That
wild
shows.
shit. It's
Yeah.
wild shit. And also, we on the way to the flight, we realized Jesse hasn't been paying attention.
No, I've been paying full attention. That shit's just been flying way over my head because
You didn't even know that Jules was transgender, bro.
Yeah, I don't. They don't make that. They don't make that clear. But
I feel like they did, but you just was like, ah.
up for debate. Let other people say make it. Other than that, man, I think we've arrived. Burn, burn, burn.
Oh yeah, songs of the week. Let's go.
All right, man. So we were talking about the plane anxiety, the flight anxiety. The weird smoke from the flight attendant. So we're going with Wiz Khalifa. This plane.
Oh, nice. I was actually listening to Cabin Fever because he put it on streaming. He put Cabin Fever and Cabin Fever 2 on streaming not too recently, and they still bang. So
Yeah,
definitely check
big
those
big
out.
Wiz fan, and so I thought it was topical and convenient. So yeah, this plane, I got to go on another plane. Shouts to New York, my from,
Hey,
in 2 weeks. And I'm gonna eat pizza every day.
nice.
And
I was also supposed to go to New York for a wedding then, but it didn't. The plane schedule and tickets prices weren't matching up with what I needed it to be, so I can't go, and I'm sad as shit about it. But I'm
you
hoping
guys will live through me, man. I'll post about it all day, and then
you should go to the wedding for me in my skit.
we'll have an episode that when I'm in New York too. So don't worry, buckets.
Um, but yeah, so you know how I do with the songs of the week. I'm gonna give y'all some album reviews and some songs that bop bang or bop slap or bang. My song that bops this week is "Gold Teeth" by Blood Orange featuring Project Pat. I don't know if anybody listens to Blood Orange. It's kind of like a weird hip. It's definitely like hippie black people music for sure. But if you know anything about Project Pat and the Memphis shit, this song got a little bit of gutter to it with the weird like melodies that Blood Orange usually does. So if you fuck with kind of like chiller R&B, I would definitely check that song out. The song that slaps in me is Orange Soda by Baby Keem. Uh, Definitely check. I know everybody's getting tired of the babies. Just like the baby, little
Jeez.
baby, Sada baby, uh, fucking
Babies R Us.
Sa BB. There's a lot of babies, bro. I get it. The OG baby that was with Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Big
But
Baby Davis.
it's just unfortunate because a lot of these babies I actually fuck with. Sada baby's really good. I've been banging his album all year. Obviously, the baby's having a run where we fucked with him first, but he's blowing up pretty big right now. Baby Keem is fire. He got an album out called "Die for My Bitch," and he got some bangers on there, including Orange Soda. Rockstar P is another fire one. France Freestyle, definitely check out that album. I'm probably gonna put it on the front of this podcast. So if you fuck with it, definitely go check it. We go and eventually I'm gonna make the fucking playlist for the podcast with all the music that we usually throw on here. That way it's easier for you guys to find. I just got to get around to fucking doing that. My song that bangs is 100 Shooters by Future, featuring Meek Mill and Doughboy. I mean, it got flutes on that motherfucker. Meek Mill usually rapping hard per usual. Doughboy, something I just found out about. He can spit a little bit. So shouts out to that song. Some of the other albums that I listened to, Maxo Cream. He got an album called Brandon Banks. I was listening to it at the airport when you showed up. I don't he's a homeboy from Houston, so you got kind of that Houston influence. But this album is pretty cool. I'll definitely check it out. I feel like I would compare him to like a more Southern-esque kind of Rick Ross type feel going on. Not as the raps aren't as luxury, but it's still pretty good. You could definitely check out that Blood Orange whole album, Angel's Post. I thought it was pretty good. I listened to Yellow Beezy, back in Beezy, also pretty good. I got some bangers on there, and then I haven't gotten to listen to any of the as many albums that came out this weekend. So I listened to like 12 songs from the Chance the Rapper album, Big Day. Obviously, the internet stay roasting him. They roast Big Sean all the time. They roast J. Cole all the time. Who else? Logic gets roasted. The only person that gets roasted on the internet now that I agree with the roasting a little bit more is Eminem. As by we had a whole fucking we had like 2 podcasts where we were talking shit about Eminem.
Not shit, just kind of bringing light to the whole like you don't gotta rap fast thing anymore.
Yeah, and that's funny because at the open mic, there's people who are rapping fast, and we were like, "Yep." But yeah, no. So Chance gets the shit on the internet, mainly Twitter. That's just how Twitter is. But I still fuck with him. When from the songs I did hear, I would say there's like 6 or 7 that I like. Maybe a couple I probably wouldn't go back to. Some of the more poppy shit. You know, he got songs with like Death Cab for Cutie and shit, and Shawn Mendes. The Shawn Mendes songs wasn't that bad, but you know what I'm saying. So I can get people not rocking with all of it, but he got definitely some heat on there from what I heard so far. I got to give it a full listen and I'll review it more probably next week. But
Yeah, I heard I heard like 4 or 5 that I liked, so I think it was good.
I will say I was mad at him, like I'm sure everybody else was, because his ass didn't put the goddamn album out until like middle of the day on the 26th, and yeah, like nothing even happened. Like we all know the protocol is to drop that shit at midnight, and Homeboy announced he was making this fucking album 6 months ago. How the fuck you late on the album that you announced 6 months ago? You know what I mean?
Shit, man.
What do you say?
He knows people will give it to people listen to it regardless. So he knows people.
Yeah, no,
people. He knows people listen to it regardless.
That's true, and he did come out on the actual day that he said. But I'm just like, bro, I would have listened to the whole album if it had came out on time. But because it came out in the middle of the day, like I didn't have a chance to listen to it to give it the full shit that I would have on this podcast. But I mean, obviously, you're not thinking about my black ass, but still, those are y'all songs.
Maybe one day we get him on the pod. Well, shit, man. Thanks for putting up with me week in and week out.
Like, hey.
Don't mind listening to us. Don't mind talking shit. The episode we talked shit, but nah, man. Thanks for putting up with me week in, week out, bro. The Denver trip was amazing, bro. Traveling was awesome. I will say, regardless of our flight getting delayed, being stuck in the airport by yourself is way worse. At least, we were there rocking.
True.
So that was cool. Looking forward to the next trip, whenever that is. Looking forward to the network and the growth. But yeah, man, volume 92 of the most organic chemistry podcast there is in the books, bro.
Yeah, homie. Make sure if you fuck with us to let everybody know about us. Tell us where they can find us. You already know we're on Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, anywhere you can find. We're gonna try to get our YouTube page up too, because we know motherfuckers like listening to shit on YouTube. So we're gonna try to upload our episodes up there as well.
Check out for my Bloody Mary reviews. I'm gonna start dropping.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing more content on the socials. Make sure you following us on, Facebook. We're just the Bucket Up Podcast. On Instagram, we're the Bucket Hat Boys. On Twitter, we're at Bucket Hat Up Podcast. And follow us individually if you feel like at Tylante and at the Kid JB on Twitters. I think that's pretty much it, my guy.
Yeah, for the Buckets, man. Thanks for putting up with us. We're gonna continue to grow. We're gonna make this a whole family business. And for the Bucket Up Podcast, volume 92, we out.
Chit. All right, we can do the rundown now.
Word. I'm dumb tired for some reason.
I was tired as shit yesterday.
I went 3 days without taking like my sleeping meds, and like I said, naturally, and I felt great.
See so you have to take sleep. I heard like the thing with sleeping meds is like if you take them too often, you end up relying on them. And you can't go to sleep.
That's exactly what happens. But I've been using it's actually funny. I just use on YouTube like sleeping soundscapes. I use like rainy day or some shit, and I just listen to it pretending it's raining outside, and I fall asleep.
Damn,
it's clutch. You should try it.
I've used it before, like because usually we sleep with the fan in the room.
Yeah,
and Katie sometimes when she's like sick or something, or she's feeling like mucusy or whatever, she'll go and sleep on the couch to like sit up. But she'll take the fan with her, and I'm like, damn, I don't got no room noise. And so, like, I tried to put on like the fan noise in there, but it don't sound the same.
No, yeah, try it. I put in literally like a rainy day for sleeping, and it's just like a 4-hour thing of just like this house, a picture of a house with rain falling on the windows and shit.
Yeah, that's probably cool though. I like because it's way easier to sleep when rain is raining. I don't know why.
Yeah, or even like I know you can't really hear snow like that, but like there's a snowy one where it's just like the wind and stuff. It's clutch.
I get that.
Yeah, I'm about to sleep in the pool though, man. It's hot as dick outside.
About to get in the pool. You guys got a pool?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You do.
Yeah, bro. I got that giant ass pizza float. I gotta inflate it.
There you go. We got a fucking pool over here that we don't go to. We went to like when our friends came to visit, but That's it. And it don't got any shade though. I wish there was like a palm tree or something over there.
Yeah.
Give some shade, but like the sun's beaming right down on you. Like fuck it, not even worth being at the pool.
I just like take some ice cubes and put it on my head outside and wait till they melt and then walk back inside.
Yeah.
We'll save the other shit for next week.
Yeah, we got. And what I had, what was the idea I had? Like, movies that with problematic plots that they can't do now.
Yeah, I think something like that. You wrote it down on your phone.
Yeah. You got to think of some movies so we can come correct with it. I try to think of some. I know we talked about Superbad being problematic in ways because the whole movie, the premise was getting the girl drunk at a party.
Yeah, so you can have sex with her.
Yeah, like
yeah, I think
problematic. Yeah.
I'll look up some guests too. We should try and get some guests in before episode 100.
Yeah. I could check and see. I know. My friend Tot said she would be cool doing hopping on the show. And also Spencer probably be cool to hop on the show too.
True.
We could probably get some people on. We can always get Trav back on again too. I feel like it's been a while. At the Denver, what did we do? Oh yeah, Lance. We did movie reviews.
Yeah, it's open.
I was like, whoa, what was that?
Man, I'm tired. I'm about to take a fat bong rip.
Go to sleep. Crawl. Hollywood. Who's that movie? Music? Chance the Rapper. Maxwell Cream. Baby Came. And more. Okay. Wild background noise I'm hearing.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
So I'll say on this episode of the Bucket Up Podcast, and you can say I had a wild encounter at the gym. I just put Jesse because I want
yeah.
And then I'll say the Bucket Hat Boys head to Denver. And then you'll say open mic with Lance Mijares and the Turned Up TV.
Yeah.
And then I'll say movie reviews of Lion King, Crawl, and Once Upon a Time. And then you'll do the We also do music reviews of Chance the Rapper, Master Cream, Baby Keem, and more.
Okay.
Cool? Yeah, I fucked up the all though. I don't know.
It's all good.
Okay. On this episode of the Bucket Up Podcast,
I have a wild encounter at the gym.
the Bucket Hat Boys head to Denver.
Open mic night with Lance Mijares and Turned Up TV.
We do movie reviews of Lion King, Crawl, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
We also do music reviews of Chance the Rapper, Maxo Cream, and Baby Keem.
And more. All right, cool. We Gucci.
Cool, man.